Today on Bike Culture Hub, we're diving deep into a machine that perfectly balances heritage, performance, and modern usability, the 2025 Honda CB400. It's a name with legacy, a design that pays homage to decades of Honda engineering excellence, and a machine that appeals just as much to veteran riders as it does to newcomers looking for their first serious road bike. So, whether you're eyeing your next daily commuter or just love the fusion of classic aesthetics and modern tech, the CB400 has something for everyone. Let's break it all down. Honda's approach to the CB400 has always been rooted in simplicity, reliability, and rideability, but the 2025 model elevates that reputation with a carefully revised engine, an updated chassis, and subtle modern touches that keep it relevant in a fiercely competitive middleweight segment. At its heart, the CB400 remains unmistakably true to the Honda ethos. Accessible, well-engineered, and ready to ride. Starting with the engine, the 2025 Honda CB400 continues with a 399cc liquid-cooled inline four-cylinder engine. Yes, you heard that right, an inline-four in the 400cc class, which is something of a rarity in today's market dominated by parallel twins and singles in this displacement bracket. This layout is one of the CB400's most defining features. It delivers that unique high-revving character, buttery smooth power delivery, and a soundtrack that any motorcycle enthusiast will appreciate. With a red line just north of 13,000 RPM and a broad power band, this engine provides around 55 horsepower at 11,000 RPM and 39 Nm of torque at 9,500 RPM. That means you're getting a thrilling top-end rush, but also usable grunt in the mid-range for city riding and quick overtakes. Honda has fine-tuned the fuel injection and throttle response for 2025 to meet the latest emission standards without sacrificing performance. The bike feels responsive without being twitchy and smooth without being dull. Whether you're zipping through city traffic or leaning into tight canyon corners, the CB400's engine feels eager and refined. The transmission is a slick, 6-speed gearbox paired with a light-action slipper clutch, which adds a level of control and safety, especially for less experienced riders. Downshifts are smooth, even under hard braking, and clutch lever feel is easy on the hand, making daily commuting or weekend rides less tiring. Now, onto the chassis. The 2025 CB400 continues to use a steel double cradle frame, which is rigid enough to give you confidence in corners, but has just enough flex to keep things comfortable on rough roads. It's paired with a 41-inch Showa SFF-BP, separate function fork, big piston, upside-down front suspension, and a pair of preload adjustable twin shocks at the rear. This setup strikes a great balance between classic looks and modern performance. You get a planted front end with excellent feedback, and the twin shocks give the bike that retro charm without compromising too much on ride comfort. Handling is one of the CB400's standout traits. With a relatively short wheelbase of around 1,410 mils and a curb weight of just about 192 kg, the bike feels nimble and responsive. It's not intimidating in tight city streets, and on twisty back roads, it can keep up with larger bikes thanks to its balanced geometry and smooth power delivery. It's that sweet spot where agility meets stability. Braking is handled by dual 296 mm discs at the front with inline-four piston calipers and a single 240 mm disc at the rear, both supported by dual-channel. Braking performance is strong, progressive, and very predictable. You won't get the sudden bite of a track-focused sport bike, but for the CB400 role, it's perfect. Reassuring, confidence-inspiring, and safe for daily riding in all conditions. Tires are 110/70 at the front and 140/70 at the rear, both wrapped around 17-inch cast alloy wheels. These dimensions are optimal for balancing cornering agility with straight-linal stability, and there are plenty of aftermarket options if you're looking to swap them out for more performance or touring-focused rubber. Now let's talk design, because honestly, that's one of the biggest reasons people are drawn to the CB400. This bike drips with retro charm. The round LED headlamp, the teardrop-shaped fuel tank, the flat bench smile seat, and those chrome-finished twin exhausts, everything screams neo-retro done right. It's modern without being overly digital, classic without being outdated. Honda has refined the paint schemes for 2025. You get 3 color options: a deep candy chromosphere red with gold pinstripes, a sleek matte ballistic black metallic for that stealth look, and a new pearl glare white with blue accents that pays homage to older CB models from the ATS. The attention to detail is striking, from the brushed aluminum touches to the clean welds and badging. The CB400 looks every bit a premium motorcycle despite its mid-range pricing. Instrumentation is a semi-digital cluster, analog dials for the tachometer and speedometer flanked by a digital screen displaying fuel gauge, gear position, trip meters, and real-time fuel economy. It's easy to read, backlit for night riding, and gives you just the info you need without trying to mimic a smartphone screen. Riders who value simplicity will love it. Ergonomically, the CB400 is very rider-friendly. The seat height is a modest 785 mm, which means it's accessible for a wide range of riders. The handlebars are slightly raised, and the foot pegs are set just rearward enough to give a sporty posture without sacrificing comfort. Whether you're stuck in traffic or out for a weekend ride, you won't find yourself cramped or sore after a couple of hours. The fuel tank holds 18 liters, which, combined with a real-world fuel economy of around 2830 kcal, gives you an impressive range north of 500 kilometers. That's perfect for commuters and light touring alike. Honda's PGM-FI system ensures efficient combustion, and the bike's emissions are well within the latest Euro 5 standards, making it both eco-friendly and wallet-friendly in the long run. When it comes to tech, the CB400 isn't overloaded, and that's a good thing. You get dual-channel ABS, an assist and slipper clutch, LED lighting all around, and a basic traction control system, which is new for the 2025 model. This minimalist approach ensures the bike remains lightweight, affordable, and easy to maintain, while still providing the safety features that modern riders expect. Speaking of affordability, let's talk numbers. The 2025 Honda CB400 is priced at approximately 850,000 yen in Japan, which translates to roughly $5,800 to $6,200 USD, depending on your market and import costs. In regions like Southeast Asia and Australia, where the CB400 is more widely available, it sits in a competitive spot among rivals like the Kawasaki Z400 and Yamaha R3. But with that iconic inline-four engine, Honda has carved out a niche that very few competitors can touch. The CB400, in a world increasingly filled with complex, tech-heavy motorcycles, the 2025 Honda CB400 is a refreshing reminder that sometimes less is more. It's a bike that respects tradition while embracing just enough modernity to keep things fresh. And most importantly, it's a bike that connects rider to road in a way only a finely tuned inline-four can. Thanks for tuning in to Bike Culture Hub. If you liked this deep dive into the 2025 Honda CB400, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more in-depth reviews and moto stories, and drop a comment telling us what bike you want us to feature next. Ride safe, and we'll see you in the next one.